Also ganz am Anfang steht erstmal die Planung.
Well, at first there's the planning. You have to find a suitable route along which you can lay the pipeline. Usually we are talking about fields or agricultural areas. Then we clear the rights of way. This responsibility lies in the hands of the Planning Bureau, appointed by Statkraft. After the rights have been cleared, the land needs to be checked for warfare material. The Warfare Material Disposal Service is also appointed by Statkraft. Based on the experience we've made along this route until now, it's very likely that we will find more warfare material. With a likelihood of 70%, I presume, that we will at least find small arms ammunition.
We had to comply with the following requirements during the construction of the pipeline. To begin with, the wood adjoining the construction site had to be protected by fences so that it wouldn't be harmed. Then, we had to look into the protection of species and their habitats. Breeding bird species in open landscapes need to be protected against topsoil stripping, while woodland clearance needs to be done outside the breeding season. Furthermore, we had to look into the protection of amphibians and reptiles at an earlier excavation. Protection fences for these amphibians have been erected and checked for animals. We also check if these amphibians exist in this area.
From a contractor perspective, archaeological excavations always imply a delay in schedule. This is, of course, annoying. On the other hand, the pipeline provides the opportunity to get a notion of the terrain and the archaeological findings in the area that we would never have captured otherwise. If we don't document them now, subsequent generations will never be able to know what they mean. In this respect, this is a lucky strike. The working area is marked out along the entire route. Then the topsoil will be cleared. After that, the pipes will be laid. The pipeline route is 13,300 meters long, and we will have 27 pressings over a very short distance. In this project, we apply two different types of boring. Boring with a rocket, a ground rocket, and horizontal directional boring. Then the pipes are bent, and then welded together. After the welding, the weld seams are sealed. One of the last work steps is the high-pressure test. It is done in two steps. First, the pipeline will be stressed. This means that the pipeline and the pipeline material are strained respectively to test the flexibility of the material. Secondly, in a special 24-hour test, we ascertain if the pipeline is leak-proof. Once the pipeline passes the high-pressure test, the water is emptied from the pipeline. At that moment, the pipeline is filled with water. When the procedure is finished, the pipeline will be cleaned using pigs, then dried. The pipe trench will be opened, the pipes lowered into the trench, connected to each other, and then the trench is backfilled. Then the topsoil will be replaced. The foundation stands for nature conservation in cooperation with agriculture. We develop nature conservation concepts as compensation measures, above all for open landscapes. In this special project, the task was to create a new forest. We have done this by extending the edge of the existing forest. Furthermore, we turned an intensive farmed field into a meadow that shall be used extensively at a later stage. This means without fertilization, without pesticides. This area shall become a nice, diversified meadow. Thirdly, we created an alley of fruit trees along the old country road. We have planted old, established Rhineland fruits, such as the red rennet apple or the Rhineland short stalk apple. We will also plant cherry trees.